Hey guys, I want to go over with you a couple of the special tools you need for working on your Ford 6-liter. You'll have to excuse me, my voice is kind of sore and worn out from yelling at the guys in the shop. I use basically, it's pretty simple, a 1-inch impact socket, and that'll slide right over your fuel filter and break your fuel filter loose. If you're changing your oil filter, everybody debates it. I went back and forth with people. You can choose whatever you want to choose. 36 millimeter impact socket works great for me. Also known as a axle nut socket. So whenever you ever take an axle nut loose, you got your socket for that. It works for me. Maybe something else works for you. That's your decision. On your ICP sensor, a lot of guys will use a wrench, a pair of pliers, a pair of vice grips. Take a chance of breaking something. Just a 27 millimeter socket, deep well socket, slides right over the edge of the socket, as you can see, and fits right in there where you can turn it out. Your IPR, man, this will save your life, I promise you. Get an IPR socket. If you're going to own this truck, if you're going to do any work on it yourself, this thing will not only save you tons of time and frustration, it'll save your life because you're not pulling your turbo, you're not tearing things apart. All you got to do is pull your Fickum loose, slide your socket down in there, and boom, you're good to go and pull it right out. Injectors. Everybody pretty much says let's use the Snap-on Torx 40 bit, which I do have, made by Snap-on. It's a great tool. This thing will save your life also. I'm not really here to promote Snap-on, Craftsman, Matco, or anything like that. I use what works for me. But I promise you right here, when you're pulling your injector hold down bolts loose, this particular Snap-on Torx 40 will save your life. I was trying to see if there's a part number on here, but it says Snap-on Torx 40. They have a long shank and a short one. Don't get the long shank because it's not going to do you any good, especially when you're on the passenger side up against the airbox. This is what you want. Now, let's say you're poor like I am and you can't afford to go spend $50 on that little bitty Snap-on piece. I'll show you what I've done in the past. You can pretty much see just a 1/4-inch drive, little quarter-inch drive ratchet, got a 1/4-inch socket on there, and I bought a longer DeWalt Torx 40 bit. Slide it right down in there in your 1/4-inch socket, and you're good to go. Now, the only bad part is you have to hold on to this bit, and pretty much generally what I do is when I'm working with it, if you'll bear with me, I pretty much just keep my index finger down whenever I'm torquing it. Let me grab an injector here and I'll try to see if I can get it in the camera where you can see it. So bear with me here. But basically, as you can see, whenever I'm in there and I'm torquing it, once you get it set on there, if you hold down, you can turn it. Have no problem. So just got to be careful and hold that bit or you will lose it. It will fall down in the block or fall down in the head, and then you'll be fishing for a dadgum bit. Another thing, once you break the Torx loose, once you untorque it, break it loose, I use these. Kind of saves you a little time, especially on the passenger side up against the airbox. Also saves you some room. Put your bit on there, and all you got to do is sit there and twist it. Just gives you a little more arm room or hand room to be able to twist and pull your injector hold downs loose. Thanks for watching.